Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing No Man's Sky. I'm X Gaming. Let's get into it. Okay, so let me catch you up if you're new here. So, our first episode, we started out, we got our ship, and we pretty much did parts of the basic tutorial. Second episode, we finally got to the space station, we got our hyperdrive blueprint, and we found this amazing B-class solar ship in this 2-star system, this 2-star economy system, which is very surprising for me. But that is in the past. Today, we are going to be getting us some upgrades. And by upgrades, I mean, ooh, that's a nice one. A B-class. That's nice. Obviously expensive, 3 million units, but that's not what we're looking for right now. What I mean by upgrades is right here. This guy, the technology merchant. S-class or A-class upgrades. Boltcaster modules, a B-class, S-class neutron cannon. That's not what we're looking for. We want to find stuff like an S-class scanner upgrade module, an S-class boltcaster or mining beam upgrade module. Because those are what we need right now. But as well as, we kind of need more space. But to get that more space, why would we use this old starter multi-tool? We are going to see if we can get either an A-class multi-tool, like this B-class multi-tool. Great. In fact, I actually might buy this. You know what? We're going to buy it. Great multi-tool. It even has the boltcaster pre-installed, which is amazing. Has all the stuff we have except for the terrain manipulator. If we want the terrain manipulator, actually does not have the, I don't think it has the analysis device, does it? Oh no, it does. All we have to do is just say, I kind of want to keep this because I need that or I want that. So we're going to save that. And now what we can do to save ourselves some pain to try to get more money is compare, and we'll exchange our current multi-tool. Didn't save as much because it's just a small multi-tool, but we now have a B-class multi-tool. And I like to arrange my stuff in such a way that I can get maximum upgrades. If you do not know that there can only be 3 upgrades on each module grouped together. So what I'm doing is I'm spraying them out 3 apart in a row. So the analysis advisor technically doesn't have any upgrades, so it technically can go all over here, which is where I put stuff that doesn't upgrade or group together. So when we get enough scanner upgrades, we put 3 scanner upgrades. When we get enough boltcaster or mining beams, we put 3 mining beams, and stuff like that. Now, there are stuff for all of these ships. For example, Starship upgrade modules. We have S-class launch thruster module. That is something we would like. That is what improves the systems of a ship and makes it a lot easier to maneuver. In exosuits, we don't really use exosuit modules just yet, but we will later on. So, this is the life support thingy, and look, it gives us protections and stuff like that, but you'll see it gives us a movement module upgrade. That is something I would like, but as you see, nanites are an issue. And honestly, I could refine salvage data for 15 nanites each, but that's not a good source of nanites. It honestly isn't. But it's like the only source we have. 1 to 15 times 30, do the multiplication. 15 times 3, 45, add a 0, that's 450 nanites per 30 of these. That's not even enough for an S-class upgrade. Obviously, we want an S-class S-class upgrade. So that's not going to work. But what will work is if we find something that is worth a lot of nanites. Now, one of those could be tainted metal, but we can't get access to that because we need anomaly detectors, which we could do. Honestly, we could go around in space until we get an anomaly detector and hope to God we find a freighter. But that probably also won't work. Now, honestly, I don't know if there are many good methods except to multiply the upgrades themselves. That's what I would do. So when you purchase an upgrade module, it costs that much money. But when you sell it back, you can get slightly less or maybe a decent amount of that money. Now, the multiplying glitch we use for that, if we can get just one S-class upgrade, we can multiply that S-class upgrade and then sell it to him for that amount of nanites. Like, if it's an S-class, 623, it'll probably sell for 500. Kind of like how this says 16 because it's a used one, though. If you sell one that's not used at all, you can get up to 500 nanites. Maybe if you're lucky, 550. I'm not exactly sure the exact amount, but in order to do that, as we know, we cannot be on a station. So what we're going to do is we are going to go down to our little trade post and start multiplying. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the trade post. We're going to start multiplying salvage data. We're going to multiply 2 salvage data things. 2. Only 2. So we'll literally just put 2 together. That's all we have to do. Basically, that's all we really have to do. So, basically, that is a very good thing. I'm saying basically way too much. Okay, I did it again. If we just do 2, that gives us around 900 nanites. And that 900 nanites will be extremely helpful because that means we get infinite nanites, basically. Kind of like our infinite money. Now, of course, you don't have to do this method. You could always take the long route and find the salvage data, especially if it has a planet that has salvageable scrap located. Like, if the planet itself says right here, available resources at the left, salvageable scrap, cactus/copper, pyrite, that is actually pretty good. That's nice. That's good to have. Oh, look, there's our first ship. Ooh, an A-class. Now that's pretty nice. But nothing can beat up a solar ship right now. When we get superstar slots, yeah, it might be helpful, but for now, it's not. So we're going to build this. You'll see it wants me to find antimatter. We are going to do this. We are going to jump to the next system eventually. I just don't think of doing it right now. Let's get our salvageable scrap out. Oops. Because I don't want to do that yet. I don't. And my plan is actually for the next video, we are going to go to the freighter. Get a freighter. Oh, if it's do that, maybe it won't break the glitch. Because it didn't change anything about the system. So hopefully, no. Check that portal refiner. Okay, thank God it's in there. Check this. Thank God it's in there. Okay, so it's working. I just hope it worked enough. Okay, it did. That's 2. Oh. So we will get extras, by the way, from this. See, we got an extra 60. That's not an issue. let's get our carbon real fast in here. Let's get 10, because you don't need too much. See, we have a lot of salvage data, so we're just going to put 1 in here. And we're going to start processing. We're going to do another one. This is one of the beauties of having such a good portable finder system. And just one more. I'm going to make sure we have more than one, which we do. We're going to put it in. We are going to put 10 carbon in. 7's fine. And then begin. They'll stop if they run out and give you an alert. But as you see, it's probably going to run out actually. It literally ran out at 1%. Okay. That's not good. This is going to need one. Refuel. But yeah, so as you see, we are already up to 628. So we could actually technically right now, if we were lucky enough, we could purchase an S-Class. Obviously, we're not going to do that. But as you can see, if you have the amount of time, you could just sit here, refine salvageable scrap, and get around 1,000 nanites every couple minutes. But that would mean you'd have to have that already, so it'd take a lot longer to get that salvage data. So, yeah. By the way, I've noticed I'm making these videos really long. I'm not trying to do that on purpose. It's just like, I'm getting into the video too much, so I'm probably going to stop us a bit short on this video. Probably by just getting those first upgrades and maybe just making like a part 2 to this video. So I will be just thinking on that while we're getting our upgrades. If I decide to go to another system, that will probably mean that, yeah, we are probably going to get another long video, but we will probably get most of the upgrades we want. But it does take a while to get those upgrades, so it's very, oh god, I'm catching something obviously, so if I stop posting for a couple days, I am extremely sorry. I'm just getting probably a bit sicky, icky. So let's go purchase that upgrade, and we will have to bring it back to the surface, because as you know, you cannot build on a station. So, yeah, you're going to have to bring it back, but it's not too big of a deal, because it's especially if you have a trade station like I do, and it doesn't take launch fuel at all to go back and forth. Really helpful. So you'll see the only S-Class module is a neutron cannon module now. We want to find something that we could also use, because if we can use it, then we can use 3 of them, and then just not use the rest. So, this movement upgrade, I like the movement upgrade. I would probably use this. So, we'll pick up a movement upgrade. You'll see now, if I click sell, I can sell it for 470 nanites. That is not as much as I thought I would, but imagine if you had 10 of these. That's 4,700 nanites right there. And you can duplicate that 10 infinitely. That's a lot of nanites. If you really think about it, that is a lot of nanites. So, don't get like, oh, well, that's just not that much. But that 4,000 nanites, oh, it's going to do you a lot of favors. Especially when you're going on a major upgrading thing and you are starting to majorly upgrade your ships, get the maximum levels. That is going to be something difficult you're going to need to do. It takes a lot longer to do this on your first try because you haven't played the game, but this series is a Let's Play, but I'm trying to, like, give it a bonus, like, an extra that allows you to get helped out. So, just keep in mind, if you want full, like, best content tutorial type stuff, this probably isn't your video. But if you're watching this for the fun parts and maybe just to see the basics of how this stuff is done, this video is perfectly fine for you. I am showing you pretty much most of the stuff except some stuff, like maybe like I might cut out the journey pieces later on, because sometimes the journeys can be extremely long. I might cut out the day wait times. So just keep in mind, these videos might be taking longer to get out over time due to how the game works. Like if we're getting a living ship, it takes 4 days for you to finish collecting your living ship. Just keep that in mind. So if you don't see a video coming out for 4 days, or I'm not posting about this series for 4 days straight, it's probably because I am either sitting there waiting for the living ship to come out, or finish maturing its little pieces so that I can move on to the next bit. And I'm just like gonna record those sections separately. Oh, I messed it up. So it's gonna give me the upgrade, you'll see. Give me the upgrade probably. No, didn't. But this probably also has nothing in it now. That stupid guy keeps walking around. But yeah, you see, it did give me the upgrade. That's because it does transfer it once. But you need to, when you clicked it, you need to check it. Remember that. Always check them. Sometimes it's going to do that to you, like, but just know that. Okay, let's go over to this thing and click. Let's check our little refiner buddy. He got what we needed. Let's check our little refiner buddy here. And now you're all set. This is done. This is it. That's all you have to do. And these upgrades will multiply. So basically, I'm getting up to 10, hopefully. Let's see what we have. We have 4 already. So we just need to pick this up 6 more times. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 3, 4. I think I got off a tiny bit. I don't know. 8. Okay, so I didn't get off. Then just 1. And lucky number 2. So we will get 2 extras. But I'm actually going to grab 1 extra because we will get 2 extras because of this. So we wait for that to disappear. Destroy, destroy, destroy. 4 times 2, got 2 more. That leaves us with 3 upgrade modules. I did this on purpose because the maximum you can have on a jetpack is 3. Thanks to that, we can now get 3 upgrades. So, knowing about that. Hazard protection doesn't really have many boosts for it, so you don't have to really worry about that. Life support has its boost, but I'm going to put it over here just so I know where it is. I'm probably going to put my jetpack here, or actually here, so that I can put all the upgrades in the square rather than that because of how our setup is. See how that lights up? I told you about this last episode. But you'll see this S-Class gives me 201% jetpack tanks, 48% sprint recovery, 40% sprint distance, and 11% boost power. That is added on to the original, but to this. So you'll see it gets a lot better. And then if I pick this other one up, this is going to add another 203% jetpack tanks. So when you are having these upgrades, it is very important that you don't overmax them because it will turn errors and it won't let you use any of your upgrades. But you'll see now, look how much longer my jetpack lasts. Extremely long compared to what it used to last. So, oh, it's going to make me install this now. Okay. Well, can't yet, so game, calm it down. But yeah, so we've got that 10, but we're not done yet. We don't want to, like, just spend that 10 to get our 4,000 nanites and then be done. We're going to open this up. We are going to open this. We are going to put all 10 in here. Because now, rather than just getting that 1, having to wait ages, we can just get 10 in a row. Just a whole 10. 4,700 units each time you pick these up. And then after that, you can go ahead and sell it. Sell 20, 30, 40, however many you need. I'm going to sell probably till we get around 10,000 nanites, because that's a decent point. I'm going to save one of these 10, meaning... Oh, shit. I just messed it up. I just messed it up. Check. You'll see it did give me that one there. It might not do it anymore because I deleted it. Check. You always want to do this right, because if you mess it up, it's pretty much like you have to restart sometimes. Yeah. Restart. I did get 20 though, meaning that I can now, if I want, like, I do this because I don't like getting rid of it all, because then you have to redo the start piece. I'm going to head over to my ship. I'm going to transfer 10 to my starship, meaning that now this is pretty much, I'm not going to lose all of mine when I sell, because it doesn't take stuff out of your starship. It only takes the stuff out of your inventory. But if you notice it's selling you 47 or however you want to count, just make sure you count, because if you sell them all, then it's pretty much like annoyingly processed to get them all over. So of course we are going to do this process the correct way. I'm going to meet you up once I get to the station. Okay, so meet you there. Alright guys, we're back at the space station. As you can see, I have 140 S-Class upgrades in my inventory currently. Now, these will all sell for 4,800 nanites, so I was wrong. But basically, you'll see I had 140 in my inventory and 10 here. Meaning if it says 150, then it's wrong, and I need to go 10 down. So make sure you check that, because it could end very badly. And also, if you want more value, make sure you sell to the guy you bought it from. So if you got it from him at the exosuit station, you want to sell it to the exosuit station, not the exocraft station. Remember that. So at sell, you'll see it says 140 for 65,000 nanite clusters. That is a lot. And we still have that 10. So with 65,000 nanite clusters, you can improve classes for your multi-tool. You can buy upgrades for your multi-tool. It is extremely nice to have that many nanite clusters. Trust me, it's amazing. But obviously we don't want a neutron cannon module, so we're not going to get that. In fact, you can even, if you want to come here, if you have a lot of money, if you want to go upgrade your starship, you can purchase upgrades, or upgrade the class for 25,000 units. See? So, that's something I will do if I have plenty of nanites. You see how now my ship is an A-class starship. So not only has it storage, now rather than tech only going to here, it can go all the way to here. Its storage can be increased for more, and its overall base stats have also been improved. Now from 120, I think it was, it's now 135, and everything else has also been improved. That is why I like getting upgrade class ships. Next one is 50,000. Honestly, if I sell that one more thing, maybe a couple more, I can get a S-class solar ship. Now, that's not the type I want, but you also see, with an A-class, it's also worth twice as much, probably. Twice as much. Okay? So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is X Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.